Hello, everyone. Come on into the room and speak to me as y'all come in. It is time for our Entrepreneurs of Color Spotlight. Y'all, I want to welcome y'all on tonight. My name is Ramona Hallman, and I am the chairwoman of the board of the ColorBold Business Association, y'all. And we are going to have a wonderful time with our EoC Spotlight. And everyone, our EoC Spotlight is brought to you by a great partnership with the ColorBold Business Association, Appleton Public Library, as well as Extension out of Gaming County and Winnebago County. Y'all, I am so glad that y'all have joined me on tonight. Y'all, we have a powerhouse that is going to come on, and we are going to have great conversations as y'all get to learn more about their business. Okay. All right, everybody. So I want to let y'all know that what we do with the EoC Spotlight, we host the EoC Spotlight every first and third Thursday at 6:30. Y'all know it because y'all are here tonight. And so even if you're watching the replay, thank you for checking us out on the replay. So tonight, let me introduce our powerhouse that is coming in. So y'all, we are going to be talking with Katherine Medel. She is the co-founder of the Fox Valley Communications, LLC. She was born in Santiago, Chile, and she has been in the United States for the past 20 years. Since she was little, y'all, she says that she has always been feeling like this kind of oddball feeling because she always had to do things a different way. It wasn't until she was in the U.S. when she started feeling like she belonged. Y'all, the Fox Valley area helped her to find her purpose. She had the acceptance and gave her a place to grow. And with Kathy on tonight, we are going to talk to the one and only Lidia Fernández. She is the co-founder of the Fox Valley Communication LLC. Y'all, she was born in Orlando, Florida, raised in California, and she is super proud of her Mexican heritage. She has lived in the Fox Valley area for about 26 years, and she has been an interpreter since 2007. Because of her love of the community and her proximity to the voice of the people, y'all, she realized that she could also represent others in their search for their homes. In her portfolio, of course, is the Fox Valley Communications for both of them, the LLC, and Loving Homes LLC. And also they're under the Expert Real Estate Partners LLC. Y'all, give it up. Hit those hearts, hit those likes, because I am bringing Lidia and Kathy on. Hello, Lidia and Kathy.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Woo! That's awesome. I am so proud to be with you today. It is awesome. Hello, everybody.
Hello. So definitely y'all speak to us. And if you have questions, any questions that you have, please, please, please enter them in and we will get to your questions. And even if you're watching a replay, post those questions because I am sure Kathy and Lidia will still like to shout out to you. So, okay. Y'all, I am so excited to have our time together. So we're going to just start this off. So y'all can y'all tell us more about your business?
Yeah, most definitely. So first of all, I want to say that she used to be my boss. Okay, she used to be my boss. We were both interpreters at the time. And I actually told her, hey, I think that we could do this and do a different take on it. Because we both are very social people and we both like to help people a lot. So I had a vision of a business that was more focused on the needs of the people as opposed to make money, which most businesses are created to make money. We went the other way around, you know?
Okay.
So I told her, hey, what do you feel about like having her own business? She's like, I'm going to think about it. Long story short, she went on vacation to Mexico. And when she got back from Mexico, I had all the paperwork already done. I said, sign here, we have a business.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it happened. I was supposed to go to vacation, think about it, get back. revisit it, but that was not how it happened. I got back and signed the documents and started.
Voila.
Voila. So in that space, like you said, it was just like, okay, you signed the documents. What was the motivation? What was the passion? What was the motivation to really get you to say, you know what? It's not that we have to do this whole thinking about it for months and months and months. Like, let's just go. Let's just do it. What was your motivation?
It was more the need out there. We felt that there was a lot of need in the community. There was a lot of pieces left out, and we wanted to fill those needs.
For example, I felt when I started working as an interpreter for other people, I felt that it was kind of cold. And granted, an interpreter it has to be invisible in many ways. We represent the voice. But I also feel that those people that were not able to speak the language, there was a part missing. We were not really taking in consideration that person or those people need to make sure they feel comfortable with the person that's in the room being their voice.
Oh, that's powerful. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, no, we need to make sure that the people that we have working with us not only have the language skill, but also have the knowledge about the culture behind it and have the right personality. With that in mind, we built a model that has been like really successful, and we have been in the business for the last 7 years. And some doors that said to us, which I'm not going to say any names, of course, but you know who you are.
You know who you are.
That said, we will never work with you ever, so don't come here. Okay? And 7 years later, well, here we are serving the community that those entities serve. So
wow,
yeah.
That's amazing. And so just so for everyone listening, kind of tell us more about what it is that your business does.
So our main it's interpreting and translation. Medical, about 90%, we do medical. Maybe the other portion, it's more legal, like counties, police.
So for lawyers too.
We work for lawyers. So mainly that's interpreting and translation.
We do documentation. We do translation of documentation. I am the lead translator for that department. I have to say, as much as it is boring, it's very challenging, and I love it because I learn a lot all the time. And we do translations of documents that mirror the image of the original. And we have been extremely successful with all the counties, especially when people want to get married. You come to us, come to this girl.
All right.
So we do many things. We also do, I can officiate marriage. So she does the translation.
She gets you married.
I get you married. So that's why we have the name Fox Valley Communications and not interpreting or translation, because we wanted to leave it wide open.
We wanted to make sure that we could help everyone with communications, period.
Right. I love that. And like you said, that keeps it so open, because sometimes we can box ourselves into, like, people think that it's one thing that we do, right? And so you're saying, look, y'all can get married. We can look at some medical documents. What you need, we can do it, right?
Right. And then, also, I would like to point out something, because even though as interpreters, we cannot give advice and there are some limitations there, Lidia and I, as the owners of Fox Valley Communications, are able to do things that our interpreters cannot. For example, if there was somebody that needed advice on places to go, referrals, let's talk about referrals. They can come here and we can help them. Hey, okay, you can go here if you need assistance for your light bill. You need to go here if you need insurance. This is what you need to do if, I don't know, you are in need of a pantry.
Yes.
So we help our community with their questions too. when some other places are not as accommodating with that kind of need.
That's amazing because that is so needed. And I love it that, like you said, this is our business and it's things that we do. And for the things that we can't do or don't do, that you are a bridge. And that is so, so powerful. And so I want to take it a little bit deeper with y'all. So it may be some people that's watching and just really wanting to know, you know what, if I wanted to do something like what you're doing, you know, what would you say would be the first steps? I want to explore a business like yours. What would you say would be the first step?
What's the first step, Lidia?
First step is to walk your shoes out there and start knocking on doors.
Step number one. Step number one, super important. What's the step number two?
What was the step number two?
I don't know.
I just remember walking our shoes left and right all the time, knocking on people's doors.
Let's talk a little bit about step number one. You said to go knock on doors. Like, wait a minute. Some people, that's a bold move. So talk to us. Like, what does that like to just like, I just need to go knock on some doors. What am I doing knocking on these doors?
So I'm so happy that we are touching this point though, because, okay. And let me break it down in two steps.
Break it down.
There's the Hispanic way or the Chilean way. I'm not going to say Hispanic. I'm going to talk about the Chilean way. I'm Chilean. Okay. It's the Chilean way of doing things, and this is the American things on doing things that it's totally opposite. Okay. So in Chile, you got to meet people. You got to talk to people. Okay. In order to do business. If I like you, I'm going to do business with you. In America, it's like, oh my God, you got to send an email everywhere. You got to send an email. You got to talk on the phone. Well, guess what? Administrators are protected beyond belief. You will never find out who they are. Okay? So seriously, it took us forever. And when we were starting, the advice from people that know were, okay, you got to send the email. You got to call on the phone. And I said to Lidia, no, I think we should do it my way. We should go and like visit the places that were interesting for us, you know, that were of interest. So we literally took a folder and we had a really cheap printer, remember?
Yeah, we created our own flyers.
Okay. We didn't have any money.
Yeah, we didn't have no money.
Okay.
So we created our own flyers. We did
pricing
sheets. We did, you know, all the graphics and all those. So we printed all those, you know, start walking the streets.
We put our best outfit and we went out there. Like we went out there and be like, hi, you know, my name is Katherine, my name is Lidia, and we are here. We are, you know, offering X and X service, and this is what we do. This is what we believe. So everything that could have potentially been out in an email, we went there. We walked it, we preached it, and guess what? It worked.
We swamped them with flyers.
Yeah.
It worked. Oh my goodness. So y'all started with what you had and did what you know how to do. So Kathy, when you had said to Lidia, so Lidia, when she said we're not gonna send no email, how did you feel about that? Like, we're about to get out here and hit these streets and we're about to do what we know to do.
She's crazy. I was like, are you crazy? They're gonna shut the door at us. It's like, we already have the no. What else can we get?
If you start with the no, where else can you go?
Where else can you go? Right? It's just right. That. Okay, right. If they say no, okay, well, maybe next time or whatever, right?
Yeah. So I think step number one is you really gotta go out there and you gotta trust in what you have. Okay. So I think that in my vision, and I do believe that my business partner shares it because I never like to speak for her. I never feel that I am going out there to compete with anyone because I feel that all the other enterprises that are out there that do the same that we do are just as good, and they just offer different things. We are very unique. We offer a certain service and we deliver it in a certain way. Okay. So I don't see other people as a competition. I see my competition as my team members as well. And I think that when you work that way, good things happen. We have been very blessed to have a fantastic team that it's the heart of what we do. I mean, I can be a really good preacher, but if my team did not support my words, we wouldn't be here either. So make sure that the people that you work with, okay, are the right people. And I want to go a little bit deeper in that, just a little bit more, because I would like people to notice when I say the people that I work with, not the people that work for me, because I think that is important also, to remain humble and to really acknowledge that all of us business owners would not be anywhere without the team.
This is so powerful, because I mean, you're talking to us about how competition, you're not seeing them as like, oh, okay, somebody you have to fight against, but it's someone that is like the saying that iron sharpens iron, right? And so we're out here, we're doing our things. It's enough out here for all of us to eat, right? So we're going to do our part, you do your part, and we focus on what we're doing. And then you're talking about the leadership part of understanding teams and being able to uphold your people and say that we're working together. So these are some powerful nuggets, y'all. And again, as they are sharing their story, if you have questions, drop them in the chat and we will definitely get them answered. So this is great. I'm loving this conversation, y'all. I can sit here. We can talk all night long, so, because I'm just loving the conversation. So let's shift the gears a little bit more. So y'all got out there. Y'all was knocking on doors. Y'all made the flyers. You're talking to people. And then you said, like in the beginning, it's like, wait a minute, we didn't have no money. We didn't have a lot of money going into this. So did you get any business support when you started? And it could be formal or informal, any type of business support.
No.
No,
we didn't. Actually, for the first 3 or 6 months.
6 months.
For the first 6 months, we made $300
every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And should we tell her about the hamburger?
Yes, tell her about the hamburger.
We're about to learn about the hamburger. Y'all lean in. We're about to learn about the hamburger. Lean in.
So as we were walking the streets,
driving
the street, we're walking. We were hungry, but we didn't have no money.
We didn't.
We didn't. We have to be honest. We didn't. So, but I didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to say anything. So we were like, okay, we're hungry. So where do we go? And we both look at each other and we were like,
yeah,
McDonald's? Why not?
I hate McDonald's.
We got out of our car, walked into McDonald's, and as we were reaching into our purses, we realized that we didn't have enough money to buy 2 combos. So we bought one, and we share a burger and fries and the soda. So we end up cutting that burger in half to share it. We left our jobs that we were making, all right money, I guess, to start our journey, not knowing ourselves what we were getting into.
Wow.
But it was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that is bringing tears to my eyes. Like, I'm getting choked up with y'all. Like, that, to come from sharing a hamburger and really being in that space and having the tenacity and the fight, like you said, to walk away from other things and say, we're about to put everything. And when people say the word, oh, we putting everything, this is an example of putting everything on the line, on the table.
Yeah.
To say we're doing this.
And Ramona, when you said, do you have any support? I think the support that you need the most, it's actually the trust and the faith from your family and friends. And I think that sometimes that's a lot more than money. And not that money wasn't needed, because it was, okay. Starting a project with a financial support, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But starting a business and having people believe and not to discourage you, which happened to us a lot. People said, you guys are super different. You're oil and water. That's never going to work. What are you doing? Like everything that we heard from the people that loved us, except for a couple, was very negative. It was always like, what are you doing? This is too risky. Don't do it. So I think that for other people out there that have family members and friends that want to adventure into something, don't put your foot and fears on top of them, because they don't need it. They already have as much as they can get. So just let's push them and believe them. Just believe on them and say, hey, you can do this. Just try. If you need me to watch your kid, I'm gonna do it. If you need me to bring you a meal, I will do it. But support them, because sometimes what your negative comments do more damage than actually not having money. That's what I would say.
Wow. That's so powerful. And it's just like to be there to encourage and support, and in any capacity, like you said, to watch the kids, to do something to help. So to talk about that a little bit more. So how did you two overcome that obstacle, that challenge? Because like you said, how people would say you're too different, don't do it, all these different things. What gave you the fight to keep going?
Gosh, I guess for me, it was more to show myself and to prove myself that, yes, I have that strength to do that and more. So like every day I'll keep telling myself like, yes, you can do this. Just prove it to yourself. You don't have to prove it to no one out there. Prove it to yourself that, yes, you can. Even if you have to share a burger for the next year, it's all right. Keep going. You'll get there.
We supported each other a lot. Like for Lydia, was a little bit more difficult because she comes from a really close family circle. And I'm just kind of like, I've had a life that's been rough in some situations. So to me, it was easier to just say, whatever, I'll keep going, because that's what I do. That's what I learned since I was little. So in my bio, you can see I was always treated differently. I was always the weird one. I was the one with the mohawk. I was the drummer when women didn't play drums. So I was weird to everyone else. And I was bullied a lot because of it. Wow. So when I got to this point, I was like, whatever.
Whatever. The strength, and it's so amazing for both of you, the strength and everything that you put into your business, put into your life, and the fight to go forward even when everyone else is trying to pull you down, pull you back, but y'all are standing fierce and strong. And so talk to us about how your business has grown or changed. So you said it's been 7 years, right? So from the beginning to where y'all stand now, has there what in your business has grown or changed over time?
Well, I think a fundamental part of like growing your business is have like a really organized mechanism for finances. I think that is very important. When you start doing businesses, you just see money and you don't think about taxes. You don't think about like any of that, and that can make you or break you. Okay, so what we have going on right here, it's kind of like a marriage. Okay, it really is, because we're partners. So first we had to be very strict and I'll be like, hey, Lydia, here you are my business partner, and when we are out of work, we're friends, and today we're the best friends. You know what I mean? But when we're in the office, I'm on it and she's on me. And that's what I expect. I don't expect any different. So if there is no money that leaves her account, if she doesn't say yes and I don't say yes, we respect that. And I think that if you're going to have a partner, that has to happen. That must happen. That's fundamental. So to have an accountant that understand your needs and not just do all the work for you, but they explains to you truly what does it take to run a business financially. Because it doesn't matter how much business you get, if you do not know how to administrate, you're going to go under.
That's so powerful. Like, I wish I could just do like a mic drop. I should have had a microphone. That is so powerful because it costs money to make money, right? And so if people are not paying attention to that, like you said, you're just in the water, you're done. And so thank you for sharing that.
Owing taxes to the IRS is not fun. It's not fun. You know, we have never, actually, we were so happy because we've got audit 2 times.
No, 1 time, and it was the second year.
On the second year, third year?
The third year.
Yeah, we got an audit, and the guy from the IRS says, "Oh, wow, you guys are awesome. Like, everything is perfect."
So did y'all start out with an accountant? Like, because you said like to have an accountant, to have someone who knows about finances. When in your business did y'all pick up the accountant?
It was the
right away though. Because in the beginning we had Mary.
Oh yeah. At the beginning, yeah.
Mary Deredick, I think it's her last name. Really hard last name, sorry. Then in the beginning we were with her, but I mean, she was an amazing teacher, and like she literally sat me down and she's like, "Okay, you do this, and that's what I learned, and that's what I've been doing since I started." And then later on, we had to suddenly find a different CPA. We are with Hornet CPA out of Menasha. And then also, he is super cool. So we have been really blessed with 2 amazing CPAs from the area that are local that have been helping us since the beginning. So that is one of the things. And if you allow me, just for 1 second, because I would like to go back just for a bit to the last question we had regarding economic support. So I'm going to go to the time that we had COVID. That was the only time that we actually received financial support from the government, you know, or anybody for that matter.
Okay.
So we did receive some money from there. We also, Karen Nelson, who used to be the city diversity coordinator here in Appleton, she did let us know there was a grant for businesses in the area, and we kindly declined. And I would like to say that I did not agree with the greed of some of the small businesses, even if you guys don't like me to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. When we got offered the support from the federal government for the relief, we were granted almost $200,000. Okay. And I said to them, you know what? I did my calculations, and I just, to survive the time that you're going to forgive, I only need $50,000 because I got my own money. Okay. And I think that's part of being honest, because I want to make sure that all my fellow entrepreneurs that really need the funds will get them. So if you do have a business, it's a small business or medium-sized business, and you really don't 100% need the cash, come on, don't take it.
And I like that part, like that space of just being honest and for what y'all are doing in your business and holding yourselves up to a high standard, the highest standard, right? Because when no one's looking, it doesn't matter. What y'all are going to do in your business is hold it to the highest standard. And that is amazing. And so when we talk about your business, what is one, so both of y'all can answer this. What is something that you are very proud of in particular in your business? Something in particular that you are very proud of?
I want to say I'm very proud of my business partner. She.
Aww. Y'all put those hearts in there. Put those hearts in there.
I think we both probably agree on this, but we have learned so much from each other. Here comes Oren to say hi.
Yes, I was gonna say we have another partner.
Yeah. So we are very proud of each other.
Yeah.
I have learned so much from her. The strength that I have today, nothing compared to the Lidia that I was back 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yes.
And back and forth, because she is the calm that I don't have. When I am running 100 miles a minute, like, she comes and she's my peace. She's my friend. She brings me my tea and she's like, come on, you need to. She takes care of me. Like, she's literally, she takes care of me a lot. So I think this has been perfect. For being proud, I can't say enough. I'm proud of my team's work a lot. I am proud of the people that are out there representing the name that we chose. We chose a name, they give her a value. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the work that comes out of this office.
That is amazing. So amazing. I love it. And, how you love your team and how y'all work so great together. I just want to know, like, tell the people. So like you said that y'all are business partners, but y'all are friends. And how is it that you can still be friends and business partners, like, and not be like, okay, at the office and we're holding each other accountable? It's like, no, not this, and yes, this.
We fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, we do fight. We do fight. It's not like, not everything is roses and honey. That's not true. We do fight, but then we hug out of the, we'll fight, we'll argue, and then at the end we'll hug
it out.
Move on.
We move on, and we take spiritual trips also.
Yes.
Oh, y'all take spiritual trips. Oh, see, I'm gonna go on some trips with y'all. So what is on the horizon for your business? What's on the horizon for Fox Valley Communications?
Please, you can.
Whatever you would like to share.
So in the horizon for Fox Valley Communications, I really would like to continue growing it locally. To be quite honest, I don't see myself, or I don't know if you, I don't know, but I don't see Fox Valley Communications out of the local area. Not because we can't, okay, but because we want to focus in this area in particular. This is our home. We are in love with it, and that's what we like to do. Okay. On that subject, Fox Valley Communications is the owner of Loving Homes. Loving Homes is our new adventure. Okay. We saw that a lot of people in the communities, minority communities, needed more help so than the Anglos to look for houses and a place to be, a place to go home, no? Therefore, we decided to become real estate agents, and we just started working with expert real estate partners, which is awesome. I am in love with the owner because he's a crazy bullet just like me. And I love his vision. Mm-hmm. He loves his team. So I felt that we fit. So we started working with him a month and a half, 2 months ago.
2 months ago, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we got our first new contracts, which is awesome. We're rocking it. We have a great team behind us over there also. And so we are starting to grow that part. We are doing a real estate experience now. Adventure.
Doing y'all ventures. Okay.
And in the next 5 years, how I see Kathy, not the business, I can see myself in the beach just sipping on a margarita with my dog.
Love it. Okay, Lydia.
Well, I agree with what Kathy was saying. And yes, if, same, I don't see Fox Valley, being out of the valley. I think there's more that we can do for our community. I think there is more that we can serve here. I don't think I have satisfied myself in what I give into the community yet.
Yeah.
So for there, I would like to keep it local.
Okay.
Where I see myself in 5 years, yes, at the beach.
On the beach, right?
Yeah, we want to get a house on the beach and retire there.
Ooh,
we're gonna have an old home in Mexico, so people can take care of us by the beach.
Yep.
By the beach. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, everyone, if you have questions for Kathy and Lydia, just please put your questions in the chat. And so I would like to ask y'all this here. Is there any, as we are getting ready to close out here, is there anything you would like to share with fellow entrepreneurs or your supporters, or any words of advice before we close out? Is there anything more that you would like to add?
I guess just keep doing it, like keep dreaming, but make sure that those dreams come true. Like,
yeah,
work
on them.
Work on them. It'll be hard, and then you'll be having tough days, but those tough days what makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep going.
Dreaming is nice, but you gotta act on your dreams, because nothing will happen unless you get out there and you show yourself and you believe in yourself. So there is a lot of stuff to be said about that, though, Ramona. And for whoever is listening to me out there, I don't care if you're opening your own business or you are working for someone else. Whatever you do, you have to sell it. You have to believe in what you do, and you have to make sure that the people are seeing you and are hearing you. Because no matter how much knowledge you have, if you're not able to put yourself out there, you will not make it happen.
And yes, you'll have tough days. You'll have the days that you'll cry, go to the bathroom, cry, wash your face, whatever.
We've done it.
Put a smile on, keep going. Put your heels on if you're a lady, whatever. Put your heels on, keep
That's
walking.
Right. Put your hair down and put your stuff.
I'll be like, we are about to step out here. Y'all, this has been amazing, amazing, amazing. So just lastly here, if anyone would really like to learn more about the business, learn more, chat with Kathy and Lydia, the way to get to them is to go to their website, foxvalleycommunications.com.
Come say hi.
Come say hi. Is there any other ways that you would like for people to get a hold of you, or is the website the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, it would not be me if I didn't say just come to my office, give me a call. I'm always available.
Yeah.
We'll make time for you. If you want to become an interpreter, are interested in becoming an interpreter, if you want a house to buy, or you want to sell a house, you want to get married, you want to whatever, give us a call. Here we are.
And so, yes, to learn more. So to learn more, definitely go to their website and check them out. And so thank y'all so much. This has been amazing.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure. And so thank y'all. And so we're going to have to say bye-bye to our visitors.
Bye.
So we'll see y'all later, Kathy and Lydia.
See you later.
See y'all later.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, everyone. And so this here, again, if you want to learn more about Kathy and Lydia, Fox Valley Communications, definitely hit them up on their website. And so, of course, y'all, this is, if you want to learn more even about what we're doing here when we do our EoC Spotlight, It is in the chat information on how to get a hold of us. But the best way, the easiest way is going to be you can email. And so to be a part of the EoC Spotlight, you can email yvue@apl.org, or you can also email us at ColorBold Business Association @gmail.com. And yes, you too can be a business that is featured on the spotlight, just like Kathy and Lydia. So we appreciate all of you tuning in, and we will see y'all, guess what, next time. Y'all take care.